Good evening, everyone. This is Lori Delcradecki, and I'm here and for another night of Lori's lessons. And tonight I'm going to talk to you about consistency beats intensity every single time. It is one of the biggest keys to building not just a fast business, but actually a lasting one. Because here's what I have seen happen over and over again in this industry. I've been in this industry over 40 years, and people come into this business excited, they're motivated, they're fired up, they go all in for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, maybe even a few months. They post constantly, they message everyone they know, they are on every call, they are one of the speakers on every call. They're trying to get their 2 cents in every call. They're doing everything all at once. Super high intensity, right? And intensity can feel powerful, and it can be powerful. But then what happens? A lot of times life happens. They get tired. They don't see those immediate results, or they do see them, but then they're off to the next shiny mirror that comes by, or they feel discouraged, and then suddenly they disappear. And the problem is not that they didn't try, but the problem is that they tried in a way that was not sustainable. So, on the other side, the way I teach and the way I am is another type of person. Might not look as flashy in the beginning or at all. They might not be doing everything all at once. Their name might not be up in lights. They might not be one of the speakers on stages, but every single day they show up. They post. They reach out. They follow up. They learn one of the number one things. They apply. They grow. They stay steady and consistent. And over time, that steadiness, that consistency person many times surpasses the intense person. Because success in this business is not just built on bursts. You can have success in bursts. Lots of people do like 30-day bursts, 90-day bursts, 60-day bursts, different things like that. But success in this business is not built just on bursts. It's built on habits. So consistency creates momentum, and consistency builds trust with your team and with your customers. That's one thing that I've said over and over in most of my companies I've been in, which I've hit the top levels in 3 different companies. And consistency, when you're building that, your team feels it. It feels trust. It builds trust. It grows skill. It strengthens belief. The consistency compounds your results, and people stay with you. Like, I'm one of the people that have the most customers that stay consistently on auto ship, or team members that stay consistently on auto ship, because they know that I'm not pressuring them, but I'm here to help them. And that's something powerful. People are watching you so much more than you realize. Not just what you say, but how often you show up, how you actually show up. If someone sees you post for 3 days and then you disappear for 2 weeks, That creates uncertainty. But when they see you show up regularly, week after week, month after month, sometimes year after year, that creates credibility because that consistency communicates I'm serious, I'm committed, I'm not going anywhere. People are attracted to stability. I was with one company for almost 25 years. It's stability. I've been with this company that I'm promoting 4 years. So that stability creates security, and consistency doesn't mean doing everything. It just means doing the right things, but doing them regularly. People sometimes they burn out trying to do too much. They think, I have to message 50 people today. I need to post 5 times. I need to be at every event. I need to be everywhere. And that's not sustainable in reality for most people. And so, when my kids were younger, I was a mom. I had to be at home. I was teaching my children. I was homeschooling my kids. I taught at our kids' Christian school for several years. When my kids got older, I was traveling around the world at speaking engagements and doing different things with my company. And then after my kid's dad passed away, and then I got remarried in 2020, I was spending time with my husband, and I still do. We travel around the world going to see all our different grandchildren all the time now. And that's our major focus. The thing is, instead of your focus being so much activity that could take hours and hours, because most people don't have 10 hours a day to work the business, right? But if your focus becomes 5 conversations a day, 5 follow-ups, one post, one story, and some personal growth, learning, training your brain. That's consistency, and that's duplicatable, and that's sustainable. And sustainability is what's going to create long-term success because the goal is not work super hard for a week. The goal is to still be here, still growing, still learning, still working 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. Consistency isn't about perfection because you're going to have off days. You're going to have busy days. Today was a busy day for me. I still did some work. I still did almost 2 hours of work today as far as work on my business. And that's how most of my days are. But I still had a busy day with other things that I do. And you're going to have days that you don't feel motivated, but that consistency means that you don't stay down. You get back up quickly. You keep moving. You stay in the game because the only way to truly fail is when you stop showing up. So let's talk about momentum a little bit. Like, momentum is one of those powerful forces in your business, and momentum doesn't come from intensity, it comes from repeated actions over time. Think of it like pushing a car. At first, it feels slow, it's heavy, it's hard. But once you get that moving, then it's going to get easier. That consistency is what gets that car moving. And once it's moving, everything begins to flow. Then you're going to have more conversations. You're going to get more confidence. You're going to get more results. You're going to get more belief. But then when you stop, you lose that momentum. So then when you start again, that starting again feels harder. And that's why staying consistent, even in small ways, is so powerful. So that's what I tell my team. That's what I coach my team. That's what I teach myself is staying consistent, doing something every single day. And because that's it. There's days that you don't feel like showing up. That's normal. I have those days, and I've been doing this type of business over 40 years. But successful people don't rely on feelings. They rely on commitment. They decide, this is who I am. I'm showing up whether I feel like it or not, right? Just like when you're a mom, when do you stop momming? That doesn't happen, right? You're being a mom no matter what, no matter how you feel. Feelings change, but decisions create direction. And that consistency is simply a decision that's repeated every single day. And so, what I really want you to take to heart is think about this. You don't need to be the most talented person. You don't need to be the most experienced. You don't need to be the most outgoing. I can tell you, I was not very outgoing 30 something years ago. Like, I was good with talking to the 2-year-olds in the church nursery and nobody else. But, and now I've spoken on stages all over the world. And if you are the most consistent, you are going to outperform most people because many people start, but very few people stay steady. And the ones who stay steady, those are the ones that win. So think about it. Stop chasing motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect day or the perfect moment or the perfect time. Stop trying to do everything all at once and just instead commit to showing up every single day. Do something. Simple ways, because those simple and consistent actions, they are what is going to build confidence. They're what is going to build belief, and they're what's going to build trust. And that's also what ultimately will build your business. If you want to have a business like you've never had before, that you really want for long term, is commit to staying consistent. And so think about it. What is one simple daily action that you could commit to consistently, no matter what? Think about that. Send me a message, comment below this video. Think about that. See what you can decide to do and commit to, and think about what that's going to be. And I hope this training helped you, and we will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great night.